Hi, everybody. Good morning and happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing well. And if you're in Alberta, you're staying warm. I'm so excited today to be introducing you to another business owner in our community. But before that, I want to thank everybody for all the comments and the likes and for watching all the go live videos that I've done so far. I really, really appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody's kind words. And so today, we will be chatting with Eryn, and she lives in Medicine Hat, which is just like a couple hours south of Calgary. And we met through this online business, and she is awesome. And I will bring her on and let her introduce herself. Hi, Eryn.
Hi, Erica. So, like Erica said, my name is Eryn, and I'm from Medicine Hat. I'm a mom of a 13-year-old and a 3-year-old, two boys, and educational assistant, and a wife to a firefighter.
A firefighter. Oh man. So that must be some crazy, he must have some crazy schedules then, huh?
Yeah, shift work is quite an adventure some days.
Exactly. Well, let's get right into it. Let's get to know you a little bit better. So, can you tell me more about what your struggles were before starting this online business?
Well, a lot of my struggles was time. I didn't have a lot of time for my family or with my family. I felt like it was basically just waving to everybody. We would get up super early to get everybody where they needed to be, me to work. Some days my husband wasn't even home before I left. And when I came home, he'd be gone. So there was like, and shift work, it's crazy. I was working two jobs, so it was like some days I wasn't home till 6, feed the kids, put them to bed. The only time I had with them was in the car.
Oh man, and that's no way to be with family,
No,
right? And probably just go, go, go and not even have time to breathe or see how everybody's doing.
yeah, absolutely.
Crazy. So, well, that kind of gives us an idea of why you decided to look for something else, but can you go into it a little bit more?
Well, when I was on maternity leave, I decided I didn't want to go back to the stress of school. And basically, I was raising other people's children, helping them along, and I was missing out on my oldest completely. Like, I missed all his school events. I missed, like, my mom would go, and they thought she was his mom instead of his
Oh,
grandma because she was always there, which was great. He always had somebody, but I just felt like I should be doing more for him. So while on maternity leave and I was holding my little, and I'm just like, I don't want to go back. I don't want to miss out more on you and him. So it was like, nope. It was kind of a no-brainer. And when I was scrolling through, it was really funny because every time I turned on Facebook, Michael and Crystal's ad was there. And it was like 2 weeks. And it was like God was saying, okay, you just
you
click on it. Like, I'm giving
just
you
need
this.
to click on that.
Yeah, just do it. And I was like, oh, what a great couple. I don't know if my husband would get on board because honestly, and maybe it was like, the new mom brain, it's only for couples. Like, oh, yeah, couples can do it because it was the only one that I had seen. And I was like, oh, they look so happy and oh, their little family, like, just being all newborn mom brain.
Yeah.
And when I finally clicked on it, it was like, oh, this is why it kept coming up. Okay, all right. So it was kind of a
Like,
no-brainer once I clicked.
yeah, yeah. And it's good that it kept popping up then and like yeah, there's was something telling you like, hey, check this out, huh?
It was so weird. It was so weird.
It was meant to be then.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So um how long have you been on the bit like doing the business?
I've been see I started, I think it was November 2018, but I signed up, but I never really started.
Okay.
I really like I had to change my mindset on who I was when you work with 5-year-olds, it gets really discouraging, and you're like, you kind of beat yourself down because it's like, why can't they hold the pencil right? And you're like, what am I doing wrong? So I didn't start for like a year, really. Like I was putting up ads, I was trying, but I was never doing anything. So it was like, and I kept telling Crystal, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Like technology, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know how many times I told my husband I broke the computer. I don't know what I did. And he's like, it's okay, I'll check it. And it was like, just push this button. But it just seemed like everything would go south on me and I would just like walk away from it. But I know I signed up, I think it was November 2018. And I know like a lot of people are like, wow, why did she wait so long? Because I didn't have a clue. And all the training's there. But for my little brain, it was a little bit more difficult, but I was making it more difficult than what it needed to be. And now I watch and I go through it again and I'm like, what was I doing? Like, it was
You're like,
so,
what is, yeah. Well,
yeah,
it is true though, because when you're working with kids, you're in a different mindset. Everything has to be like uber simple. Like I
yeah.
used to run a day home and like talking to other adults, I would speak like how I would speak to the kids, and it was like, wow, like
I talked
I
to my husband,
understand.
yeah, I'll talk
I
to my husband and I'm like, you need to put that away. And he's like, I'm not 5. I'm like, sorry.
like, hold on, let me switch my brain.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that is too funny. Okay, so now that you're getting into it, what do you think is like, can you let us know what the biggest results or the change that has happened since you've started this online business?
I think the biggest change for me, honestly, has been my mindset and how I look at things differently. Sometimes I don't have the words. Like, I look at people's ads and I'm just like, wow, like they are really good. And then I look at mine and it's like, wow, a 5-year-old could do, like, sometimes I just don't have the words. And it's like, just settle down, just slow down. You got this. And I keep telling myself this, you got this. Like, it may not be today, so do something else. Figure something else on the list. And the biggest change, honestly, for my whole family has been time.
Yeah.
We've been able to be together. Like, I went from one full time and a part time job, and now I'm only doing 3 hours a day.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Really, I wouldn't have to, but the teacher kind of like begged me to come back, and she's a super good friend of mine. And I'm like, you know what, for you, honey, I'll come back 3 hours a day, hang out with you, play with the kids, like just get on the same page. But I love, like, I can walk my boys to school every morning. My oldest doesn't let me anymore because I'm too embarrassing.
Oh
But
boy.
yeah, my little is like, come on, mom, let's go. And when he's at home, like, we can hang out in our pajamas. I can work out. We have that time. There's no rushing. And I
Exactly.
love that.
Yeah.
For the business, it's been complete mindset and getting organized. I don't, I'm an organized mess, not so much organized. And this has really helped me, like, organize things out and have a calendar and write everything down. I'm usually like, write it on a piece of paper, forget where I put the piece of paper. And now it's like, okay, hey, I got this. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's not, as you said, right? Like it's all in the training. And
absolutely.
what's amazing with the business is it's not just the marketing side and learning about that, but there's so much stuff on personal development and changing your mindset, and the people in the community really love to help others. And I love that about, about our community
The
and
support
about
is
the business.
the support's huge. And in a school, I get told what to do. Like, it's okay, take this child out to do this, cut this, do all the prep. So I was really used to that. And then this is like, you are your own boss.
Yeah.
So you have to motivate yourself. And I've had over 20 years of basically being told what to do every day. So I sat there and I was like,
What
okay,
do I do?
what do I do? Like I can't ask Crystal to give me a task every single day, but that's what I was so used to. So firing myself up and pushing myself was like a little tricky at the beginning because I wasn't too sure and I didn't want to be busy. I wanted to be productive. So it was
That's,
like, oh,
yeah, that's a great point because being busy is different from being productive. That's for sure.
and I felt sometimes I was just being busy, but
Mm,
I'm always busy at work because I'm always doing something. And with this, it's like, no, you need to be more productive.
yeah,
So that was a
that's a
huge
great
one.
perspective. Yeah. And I don't think a lot of people think of that, right? Like
Yeah.
they're like, well, I'm doing something, so I'm busy. But
Yeah.
it's different being busy and being productive and actually accomplishing something. So, yeah, that's awesome. And I love what Stephanie said. Thank you for watching, Stephanie. But yeah, time management is so important. So, well, Eryn, thank you so much for taking the time this morning. I know you were saying that you just walked the boys to school and you were all white and frozen in
Awesome.
our, like, we're colder than the North Pole, I think. So,
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy out there.
well, thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I saw Miguel, JC, Stephanie. Thank you for hopping on live with us today. Um, I am so excited to do a double whammy tomorrow. I have a special treat. So, tomorrow I will be doing an interview with a special couple here right here in Alberta as well, Jeff and Christy. And then in the afternoon, I'm doing a special treat and I'm interviewing Paulo, another business owner in our community. And he has been, I'm not sure if he's still in Puerto Vallarta, but he was in Puerto Vallarta and just living the life. And so I'm excited for everybody to get to know these wonderful people tomorrow. And thank you again, Eryn, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
You bet. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.